What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me today. My name is Dennis, and today we're gonna talk about Taylor Swift's newest single, "You Need to Calm Down." Okay, so as of today, it's sitting at the number two spot on Billboard's top singles chart. It's the second single from Taylor's newest album, following after the single "Me." And this album, "Lover," is scheduled to be released in August. So let's start by talking about the production of this single. I personally am a fan of Taylor Swift's production team. I think that, she really knows what sounds work well with her, and she's been working with some excellent producers. For example, one of my favorites is Jack Antonoff. He really helped, her in 1989 and Reputation. For this song in particular, Taylor is working with a producer named Joel Little. And just a little bit about Joel. One of his earliest notable works in the industry was he actually co-produced and co-wrote most, if not all, of Lord's first album, Pure Heroine, and that was a very well received, critically, acclaimed album. And some of his other artists that he's worked with include Khalid on Young, Dumb and Broke, Ruth B, Alice in Wonderland. So he has worked with a lot of top A-list well-known artists. So I'm not surprised that he's paired up with Taylor on this song. I believe this is their first time collaborating. With that being said, this song is very characteristic of Joe Little, I think, because it sounds very his tone is generally very perky. It can be very it's very uplifting and happy, right? Without being too fast. So it's it's very contained, and Taylor working with him it just works very well. I really like it. In regards to the production. Let's talk about it lyrically though, So I gotta say that I just am not that impressed. It just Leah, I respect Taylor Swift as a songwriter, as an excellent songwriter. But, sometimes she just comes out with, random stuff like this that is just, very, very mediocre. Let me just look at some of these, lyrics. For example, "You're taking shots at me like it's Patron." That doesn't even make sense. Or another one, okay? "Snakes and stones never broke my bones." I see what you did there, Taylor. And then the worst one, okay? "Why be mad when you can be glad?" That's GLAAD, a nod to the Gay and Lesbian Association or Alliance Against Defamation, which is a non-profit organization dedicated to help screen media that shows the LGBTQ community in a negative light, right? It just doesn't make sense. This line doesn't really make sense, and it doesn't add much value to the rest of the song. This sounds like it could be a Dr. Seuss rhyme, and I'm not that into it, I'm just okay, and I get it, it's Pride Month. So let's talk about that, because this is one of the other reasons why I really wanted to talk about this song. It's Pride Month, so happy Pride, everyone. Historically, well, in the recent years, companies, people, etc., have started to really monetize off of the LGBTQ community and Pride Month. And I gotta say that I do appreciate that, just a decade ago, it would have been phenomenal to have this much rainbow and pride everywhere, right? And so we've come a long way. We have to acknowledge that. with that being said, I can't help but, you know, I can't help but call this song out for what it is, which is a marketing ploy to like make money and, you know, capitalize on pride. And so the LGBTQ community essentially has been very upset at Taylor. You know, I don't know if you've been following along on a lot of like news, especially entertainment news outlets, but Taylor has been getting a lot of backlash for pretty much like appropriating the LGBTQ culture, right? And you know, like a part of me is torn because like, you know, Taylor has a great platform. You know, she could be showing the LGBTQ community in a positive light to a lot of folks that wouldn't be exposed to the like even the thought of gayness and queerness at all. You know, like she is literally putting the word gay in her song, which I have to acknowledge. You know, there could be some like conservative young people in the Midwest, you know, who are finally thinking about, oh wow, gay is cool, whatever, gay is fine. With that being said, Taylor, you have had your platform for so long, you have been in the game for so long, and you're barely gonna do this. You know, that's the issue that you know, the queer community has with this. And the worst part is it's so mediocre. Like the song is so mediocre, you know. But I just gotta say also that Taylor has historically done stuff like this where some of the first singles that she has released from her upcoming albums have been just like like an attention grabber, right? For example, you know, "Shake It Off" from 1989, and "Look What You Made Me Do" for Reputation. Though when those two songs first came out, you know, Taylor had been quiet for a while, and then bam, everybody's talking about Taylor, Taylor, you know, and whether it's good or bad, it doesn't really matter because our eyes are on Taylor. And then once she has our attention, bam, all the other good stuff flows in. And I just gotta say that I respect the song for its purpose, its intention that, you know, Taylor put behind it. We gotta give her credit. That woman is an excellent businesswoman. She has thought this through. She knows exactly what she's doing. With that being said, I'm probably not gonna listen to this song that much, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of the album. On the note of appropriation, on the note of appropriation, you know, at least this paints the LGBTQ community in a relatively positive light. But if you really want to talk about, you know, cultural appropriation, hashtag Kim Ono. And I'm just gonna leave it at that, okay? So thank you for joining me today, guys. Let me know what resonated with you or what thoughts you have about this single in the comments below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!